Welcome to Datamar News, your trusted source for the latest updates in maritime and foreign trade. Final 2024 data from Datamar reveals impressive growth in Brazil's maritime foreign trade, with an incredible 16% increase. This is despite initial estimates by economists that the country's GDP would grow just 1.5%. By the end of 2024, Brazil had grown 3.6%. So, will a similar story play out in 2025? Predictions are once again for a slowdown in growth, with the majority of analysts expecting GDP growth of just 2%. However, some factors could help Brazil overcome this sluggish projection once again. But first, a quick look at 2024 numbers. A total of almost 6.5 million TEU were handled. That means that more than 1 million TEU were added compared to 2023. That's a historical record for Brazil. Imports and exports balanced each other well in 2024, with 3.3 million TEU imported and 3.2 million TEU exported. Imports grew over 20%, driven by plastics, machinery, and electrical equipment. Exports grew by 12%, driven by some of its well-known key commodities, including meat and wood, but also by a huge jump in cotton exports, 74%. So, what to expect in 2025? Soaring interest rates and a devalued currency have led to projections of sluggish growth. And now, the possibility of U.S.-driven trade wars make for a challenging landscape for Brazil. However, Brazil is the only developing nation that does not run a surplus in its trade with the U.S. That means it will not be too high a target on the U.S. tariff agenda. Much will depend on how the U.S.-China trade negotiations play out. China is by far Brazil's largest trade partner, and if their economy is affected by the U.S. trade war, Brazil will suffer too. But, as another Datamar News 2024 trade story points out, some other developing nations like India and Mexico are seeing their trade with Brazil skyrocket. In the end, experts have been wrong before, so when they say Brazil's GDP will grow just 2%, let's hope they are wrong again. For more information on Datamar News and at Datamar, click the link below and subscribe to Datamar News.